Welcome to Lung Cancer Foundation of America's social media takeover for World Lung Cancer Day 2025. LCFA is committed to supporting people living with lung cancer through resources that inform, they empower, and they really connect.
As part of that mission, LCFA produces an impactful podcast which offers a different path to understanding and support. Whether you're seeking expert insight or raw, unfiltered conversation, this podcast gives cancer patients a voice and listeners a more profound sense of community and hope.
The podcast is called Living with Lung Cancer, Ask Me Anything. And this is real talk with real patients with no holds barred.
It's hosted by a patient living with lung cancer. This is a really bold podcast which encourages honest conversations. Each episode dives deep into topics ranging from fear and stigma to relationships, death, hope, and everything in between. Now here's Ask Me Anything podcast host, Annabelle Gurwitch.
Oh, hello. Come on into my living room. I'm Annabelle Gurwitch, and I want to tell you about a podcast I'm starting with my friends at Lung Cancer Foundation of America. It's called Ask Me Anything, and it's really going to be an Ask Me Anything. It's going to be me and another patient, and we are going to go there. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about what happens behind closed doors, and by behind closed doors, what I mean is what happens when you are in a room alone with your doctor and your nurse practitioner. And what I mean by that is, after 4.5 years in treatment for stage 4 lung cancer, I know that it's easier to talk to 3,000 people than it is to talk when you're in a room alone with your doctor. Okay, here's the fun part. We want to know what you want to talk about. This is going to be a conversation. So find me on the interweb and tell me, what do you want us to talk about? Is it side effects, toxicities? Is it whether or not your family and caregivers are giving you the kinds of support? What kind of support do you need? What about your employment? We're going to go there. Why isn't vaginal lube covered by our medical insurance? Why did I just do that weird thing with my voice? Was that brain fog, or was that just me mispronouncing something? These are the questions that we just wonder about. Are we drinking alcohol? Do we eat sugar? Who's juicing? All the crazy things we do to try to make our life better in treatment. We're going to talk about it. Ask Me Anything. Lung Cancer Foundation of America and me will see you this fall, because we're going to shoot it too, because everybody's doing that these days.
Thanks to groundbreaking advances in lung cancer research, more people are not just surviving lung cancer, they are truly living.
In the following videos, we're going to meet two patients who are redefining what it means to be living with lung cancer. In the first, we have an avid runner who pounds the pavement with purpose. And the other is a single mom who chases new adventures around the globe with her children. Enjoy.
This is a time where we just kind of set aside a day to remember people with lung cancer, the struggle that this disease is, all of those things. Today, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about one of the positive things that lung cancer has brought to me as now a survivor since 2016. When I first contracted lung cancer, I had no real risk factors or anything like that, otherwise healthy guy. It was just something that happened. And at the time, I wasn't exactly sure what it would all mean for me. And what I can tell you is that one of the best silver linings that's come from this has been the opportunity to make so many friends. People that I had no idea I would ever have a reason to meet. People that have become some of my best friends in the whole world. As we think about this disease and we think about the awful things that it does to people, today I'm also thinking about the positive side of what it's done for me, which is to introduce me to a lot of people that I otherwise might not know. So my wish on this World Lung Cancer Day is that our lung cancer friends that I have would live long, incredibly healthy lives thanks to the strong work of research. That we would all have a lot more time to be friends together. and that eventually there might be a day when an otherwise healthy guy doesn't have a reason to make all of these new friends. I'm hopeful that someday we'll have a cure to lung cancer. So those are my thoughts on this World Lung Day. So thanks for your support. If you are interested in having more information about lung cancer, visit lcfamerica.org. It's a storehouse of information and great resources. You can also check out Lung Cancer Foundation of America on YouTube for many other videos that are very informative and hope-inspiring.
I also just took the kids to Italy. So we had an adventure in Italy and went down to Naples, and we're like walking those little cobblestone streets at night and feeling perfectly safe and having our own, memory making time. And it's just been so fantastic that as we're talking about research, because of research, I'm able to go on these trips and fly to another country and take my medicine while I'm looking at beautiful views in Naples, eating pizza. That makes me not want to eat any more pizza in America ever again. So I'm so thankful for that opportunity to be able to take my targeted therapy with pasta that I made myself. Like, we went to a cooking class, we made the best tasting pasta ever, and I busted my targeted therapy out, took it there, and I'm like, that's really living with lung cancer, and my kids get to see, like, mommy is doing things. I wish the medication worked for everyone as well. And we need research for that so that other people can get to keep living.
This World Lung Cancer Day, we're shining a light on the faces of lung cancer. People who look just like you and me. You might never guess they're living with lung cancer, except for that unmistakable spark in their eyes, a quiet gratitude for life's little moments. Thanks to advances in research, more patients are reaching milestones they once thought well out of reach. And in the process, they've discovered something we can all take to heart. Every day is a gift.
Milestones happen every day when you're a survivor, right? One of the greatest milestones for me in the last 19 years was reaching a point where I didn't think I was going to die tomorrow. But that took about 10 or 12 years, right? So the milestones that I'm hitting now are milestones that are planning for a tomorrow. I just graduated. I just finished a degree at U of M that I've wanted my entire life, but couldn't afford or didn't have the time to go back for, or didn't have the means of some form. But it's a different kind of milestone. So every survivor, depending on where they are either happy to just be here or planning ahead. And they're all milestones and they're all important.